friends, what's up? I'm Conni and I'm tuning in from the rooftop of my girlfriend Grace's apartment building here in LA, in Los Angeles. And in today's video, I want to share with you my top learnings, 7 learnings from 7 years of being an online creator, running a business, being an entrepreneur. And man, 7 lessons. It was a tough choice because there's probably 145,000 of them that I could pass on to you. It's been a wild ride, you know, but I'm hoping with this video that I can give you some guidance for your journey and maybe make it a little bit easier for you. So let me know in the comments, what business are you growing? What content are you creating? And maybe also share some lessons that you've learned so far on your journey as well. So let's dive into it. Oh man, it's even overcast here in Los Angeles today, which does not happen very often, and yet I still struggle to see. It's just so bright without my sunglasses. But I want you to see my eyes. It's you know, intimate connection and stuff like that. So I've been doing this whole creator entrepreneur thing for a while now. 7 or 8 years. It's pretty crazy actually. I started blogging publicly and professionally back in 2011. Oof, my first blog was called A Life of Blue, and then the year after, in 2012, I started my travel blog, Planet Backpack, which sort of exploded and became really big and successful. I think the same year in 2011 is when I started Instagram, so early adopter. In 2012, just when I started my travel blog, I actually incorporated my first business. I also started a few other businesses with a business partner back then, and we created Germany's first online school for professional blogging, and did a few other crazy things that was fun. In all those years, I did a lot to make an income and monetize my work. I've worked with brands and companies, I coached, I consulted, I lived a 4-hour work week making passive income from selling my ebook course and doing affiliate marketing. And the ebook course, that was about becoming a digital nomad, and it's sold, I don't know, more than, I think, 3,500 copies, almost 4,000 copies since 2014. So I've also run workshops online and offline. I created online courses and online group coaching programs. I ran retreats in Bali and Sri Lanka. I published my first YouTube video in 2013. Yeah, and I published about 300 altogether since then. 300 videos. I've done a lot of live streaming on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and I launched my first podcast earlier this year. I think it was in February. I'm about to launch my second podcast. I shoot and edit all of my photos on Instagram, except the ones where I'm on, but actually I'm also getting better at taking advanced selfies a la Sorel. Last year I started Live Your Heart Out, and I'm actually in the process of moving everything to my own personal brand, Conni Biesalski, that's gonna be it. So yeah, what a ride, you know? And like I said, there've been a few 100,000 learnings on the way. Ooh. Sure, and now fucking garbage truck's coming. Just gonna wait it out, gonna wait it out. It's really difficult to shoot outside in a city. It really is. Because right now I got the garbage truck. It's moving away slowly. There's a baby that's crying on and off. Got some car alarm going off. And then there's the occasional wind. And then there's the occasional plane, helicopter. And then just now, actually, a neighbor came up. He was talking on the phone, drinking his coffee. So lesson number 1 is a really big one, and that took me a while to really get in here. This whole thing, for me, being an online creator, an online entrepreneur running a business, it's all about serving and contributing. It's really going from what can I get from you, from my customers, my clients, my followers, to what can I give? I realized one day that the purpose of life is to grow and evolve as a human being and to then pass on these learnings. It's really about sharing our gifts and our potential with the world and making a positive impact that's meaningful and not just adding to the noise and making money and growing and becoming bigger and having bigger audiences and making more money, because that's just super selfish. And it is like Gary Vaynerchuk, in his book Jab, 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 Right Hook. It's about giving, giving, and giving before we then make an ask. So I'm here as an entrepreneur, as a human being, as a creator, as Conni Biesalski. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to contribute my gifts, my experiences, my learnings, everything that I know, and give that to you. I also realized that my business and my work, my creations, are a direct reflection of my own personal growth and where I'm at with the evolution of my soul. So it really is about constantly doing the inner work and facing my roadblocks and limiting beliefs and fears. Entrepreneurship really is the craziest, most intense school for personal development. And that's why there have been so many lessons on my path. Number 3 is that creating something daily is super essential for my inner balance and fulfillment levels. And by that I mean I'm a huge proponent, as you know, of creating more than we consume. Because if I consume more than I create, oh man, I'm just off. But when I create something, like right now I'm shooting this video, or I'm writing something, or I'm creating a podcast, or I'm building a website, it feels so awesome inside, and I go to bed feeling satisfied and fulfilled, like I've done something. I have a very active second chakra, second energy center. That's where our sexual creative energy is rooted. And boy, I gotta get that moving every single day, because when I don't, it's just like wasting a day, not creating. I used to think it's about the numbers. It's about how many people you reach and the amount of money you make every month. But I got it all wrong. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality of connection that I have with my audience and my followers and my fellow co-creators. I truly believe in the concept of 1,000 true fans by Kevin Kelly. It's not about reaching 1 million people, my friends. It's about reaching maybe a few hundred, or maybe it is 1,000 or more than that, but having deep connections with them and really impacting them in a way that's meaningful. And I think an awesome way to do that is by sharing our stories, our struggles, our wins, our learnings, but being personal, being vulnerable and authentic and transparent. Number 5 is energy management is crucial. Oh man, I gotta make a whole video about this. We have to ask ourselves the question as entrepreneurs and creators, what's the energy that I show up with every day, and how can I optimize that energy? So yeah, it is really about the daily habits. All the successful entrepreneurs out there, they've got daily habits in place and routines that they follow every day. And those usually include meditation. Guys, we gotta meditate as entrepreneurs and creators. We gotta connect to ourselves first before we connect to other people out there. And the deeper the connection is to yourself, the deeper the connections will be with your audience and your clients and your customers. Second, healthy diet. Can't stress it enough. Healthy diet gives you amazing energy. Ever since I turned vegan and really upped my game in terms of the food that I feed my body, that energy comes across in my videos, in my writing, and everything that I create and put out there. And lastly, movement. We gotta move our bodies every day. Let it be you going for a longer walk, you go running, yoga, something to get these energies moving and going. And also, a lot of my best ideas I have when I'm running or when I'm doing yoga. It's like that. Bring it on, helicopter, bring it on. second to last, which makes this one number 6. And that is fear is part of the game. Ooh. I mean, I've been at this for how many years now? You watched this video, so 7 years. So I've been in this game of, entrepreneurship and creating stuff to share with the world for, a few years now. And oh boy, like fears, they come, they go. Fears of failure, fear of being judged and criticized, fear of not being good enough, fear of people just not liking your stuff. Existential fears of not making enough money when you're starting a new business. Whoopsie, that's a bit of an issue. But it's not about running away from these fears and ignoring them or resisting them. It's about learning to feel them, to deal with them, to inquire what's going on, and not letting them stop you from creating and putting your beautiful creations and offerings and products and videos and photos and writing and all that stuff, not letting them keep you from putting them out there and sharing them with the world, because the world needs what you've got inside of you. So, those fears, feel them and do it anyway. And lastly, things have changed. Nothing is like it was back when I first started out in 2011, and it was easy to start a blog and create an audience from scratch. It really was much easier than it is today in 2018. So many more people running blogs and creating YouTube channels and amazing content out there. And then there's the Instagrams and the Twitters and the Facebooks and the Snapchats and all these things. Everything's a lot more complex now. So I learned that I gotta keep evolving, I gotta keep pivoting and adjusting and keep growing my thinking and my approaches to running a business, evolving my ideas and how I create and the way that I wanna provide value to the world in exchange for financial compensation. Things are more complex, but it also means that it's up to us to find a way that's still simple enough to really make an impact. Because things don't have to be complicated just because they're complex. That's why I'm all about being a minimalist, and not just when it comes to my life and my belongings, but also when it comes to my business. More about that in another video. So, in summary, being a creator, being an online entrepreneur, this whole thing, running a business, it's crazy, it's insane at times, but it's also so amazing and I love it, even though it's challenging at times. But I've grown so much, and the lessons, they keep on coming and coming and coming, and sometimes they're harder, and sometimes they're just really beautiful lessons. And I love sharing, I love giving and contributing, and I love helping people. I love your feedback. I just love this whole thing. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, share with me in the comments what have been some of your lessons maybe. Also, if you vibe, like and subscribe, as they say. No, but if you enjoyed this video, I always appreciate you hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel, because whoa, I got some really cool stuff coming up. And with this, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, truly appreciate your attention, you giving your time to me and watching my videos. That's pretty amazing in 2018, where you could be doing a million other things. So thank you. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.